All right. With that down, guys, let's move on to our next issue here, shall we? Paris, what do we got up next?
So the track listings for the soundtrack to Deadpool and Wolverine has just been released, and it's absolutely crazy. Everything from NSYNC, Avril Lavigne, and Waylon Jennings. But the standout track, which will catch everyone's attention, is the main theme song from Hugh Jackman's The Greatest Showman, called The Greatest Show. So, John, what do you think of the inclusion of this song on the Deadpool soundtrack?
It's absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious. I love it. First of all, The Greatest Showman is one of might be my top, or at least in the top 3 of a category I would say biggest pleasant surprises of the movies of the last 10 years for me. Because, I like a good musical when it's good, whatever. Greatest Showman looked interesting. I'm a Hugh Jackman fan. I didn't expect to just warm up to it as much as I have. And every time I watched it, I liked it more and more and more. And I like literally every track. Every song in The Greatest Showman, I think, is an absolute thumper. I absolutely love it. And Greatest Show is what I thought, if the Oscars hadn't dropped the ball, the Oscars should have started the Academy Awards that one year with the whole musical number of The Greatest Show. And since they didn't do it, one of the Brit Awards did. They started off with Hugh Jackman and a cast of about 70 performers doing the whole opening number of The Greatest Showman. And it was spectacular. Now, a lot of people have wondered, do you think they'll actually have a Greatest Showman reference in Deadpool and Wolverine? And I thought, I didn't know, but I thought it would be a good idea. Seeing this on the soundtrack, the reality is there might be 5 seconds of this song in the movie, right? Or there could be an entire scene of Greatest Showman being done. I don't know, but I absolutely adore this. Now, the rest of the soundtrack is completely, I think the best word for it is eclectic. It's all over the Platters with Only You, NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye, Stray Kids Slash, Fergie's Glamorous, the Google Dolls Iris, Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love. By the way, Krista Berg's Lady in Red is obviously that's going to be when Lady Deadpool shows up. Greatest Showman, of course, is in there. Avril Lavigne's I'm With You. Olivia Newton-John, John Travolta's You're the One That I Want.
Oh boy.
Jimmy Durant, Eric Carmen, Aretha Franklin, Green Day. It's all over the place. This soundtrack, but The Greatest Showman. Now, if they can actually get some of the cast, oh my God. Guys, who's been one of my top picks to play the new Wolverine? Anybody remember?
No.
Is it Zac Efron?
It's Zac Efron.
There you go. So there's your...
Zac Efron has been one of my top picks to play. Zac Efron just happens to be in The Greatest Showman. Yeah. If they had all of a sudden Zac Efron swings by, goes, "This is the greatest show," and it's like, I will stand up on my chair and cheer. If that happens, and I don't think it's going to happen, but if it did, and if he swung through with Zendaya in one of his arms too, and they both sing, "This is the greatest show,"
as MJ.
What's that?
And she's playing MJ.
Oh, she's playing MJ.
So she's in.
I'm so excited to see this on that list. But it's a great list overall. So again, I acknowledge that this might be a quick 5-second little and then it's over and they move on with the movie. Or maybe it's a whole sequence. I don't know. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Liquid IV. The Summer Olympics are here. I cannot wait for basketball, track and field. Hell, they've even got breakdancing in France this year. And with the Summer Olympics in full swing, hydration is key for athletes and fans. Liquid IV is extraordinary hydration for physical endurance, mental clarity, and overall well-being. A single stick of Liquid IV delivers better hydration than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients. One of the things I love about Liquid IV is how easy it is for me to prepare. All I have to do is tear, pour, and enjoy. In the heat of the summer, whether you're out golfing, out walking, or just sitting on the back patio, you need to stay hydrated, and that's where Liquid IV comes in clutch. Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America, and it comes in 4 delicious sugar-free flavors: white peach, green grape, raspberry melon, and lemon lime. So turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code CAMPEA Campea at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Campea at liquidiv.com. Whatever you guys think about this, jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.